People are very multifaceted, but the antisocial predator has a fragmented self, each part with a void to fill. They are predators, and Cyberworld is their hunting ground. In the old days, they were left to public places and their own communities. They had to leave their house to hunt. Now they have all the victims they could want at their fingertips, and they can prey on anyone in the world from anywhere in the world. The most fascinating is the antisocial chameleon, a member of the dark triad. The antisocial is rejected by society, and they exist in a different world, built on grandeur and envy. They fear exposure, so they will not be vulnerable. Instead, they'll mirror you and be who you want them to be. Cyberworld is perfect for the antisocial predator. There's conflict and hostility in Cyberworld, most of it bullying or delusional, unstable people, mad at someone and smearing them, attacking their character. Some people lose their conscience when entering Cyberworld. Some never had one. The antisocial predator was born with the warrior gene. The warrior gene is no longer needed today, but still present in some antisocials. They still must fight. There must always be conflict. The males of this species is physically violent, while the female verbally violent, which makes them perfect for Cyberworld. The Machiavellianism starts in early childhood. They may attempt to control their peers and adults. Some may even be class president. They will never develop empathy or compassion, for that particular region of their brain will remain black for eternity. Narcissistic grandiosity is the third component that encompasses the dark triad. This is their identity. You will hear it in their voice, their laughter. You will see this in their mannerism, as the veil is lifted from the chameleon. Schadenfreude is a product of their envy early in life. They want to take your success, and they delight in your failures. Adulthood can become more difficult for them. The antisocial personality, although it can be charming on the surface, does not allow meaningful connections with people. They carry this rejection forever. This leads to a loneliness unmatched in the world, a recipe for envious obsession. So they hunt inside groups and communities in Cyberworld. The target chosen by the sadist may become a form of sexual obsession. Someone successful. The Machiavellianist extracts information from the target without ever being vulnerable. If the target were to reject the antisocial's mirroring and charm, this will trigger the only fear the antisocial predator has, the fear of exposure. There will be a preemptive strike. They will expose the target first. You see, the antisocial predator knows they are a horrible person, but they know everyone else in the world is too. They will use the personal information they extracted earlier from the target to expose them to the entire community. The warrior takes over and the Machiavellianist plans begin. False accusations and allegations shock the group, and they ask for explanations from the target, which the antisocial happily supplies all the false evidence and lies they need to excite an attack. The chameleon can vacillate between the victim and the hero, enticing the mob to action. This is Cyberworld. The attacks are intrusive in Cyberworld. You can gather thousands of followers in a single community. The attacks come from your phone and your emails and your work, all your Cyberworld accounts, directed at you and your loved ones. And there is no escape. The grandiose narcissist is a hero, for she saved the community. Cyberworld is a portal between the antisocial and the target, but now the attacks have reached you outside of Cyberworld. Actions taken by the target to fight back will be taken as aggression by the mob, and the chameleon will be the victim once again. This is the plan. When the target victim does the right thing and refuses to react, the grandiose narcissist becomes furious with rage. The sadist wants to hear the target suffer as he says her name. Say my name. The sexual obsession could grow stronger until there is a new target, but the narcissist still must win. The cold, calculating psychopath predator cannot control the compulsivity, and the attacks increase in volume and intensity. The antisocial predator is malignant and will destroy you in one way or another. Also the group. If a member of the group doesn't do it, it may come by self-infliction, or in time you could succumb to disease. The attacks continue. The sadist humiliates the target. The grandiose queen is high on her throne. You are beneath her now. The envious obsession may not stop until you are truly destroyed. The provocateur will continue her antics, always creating new forms of exploitation to appease the sadist. She wants to be a black mark on your reputation forever. She wants you to end your existence, and she wants you to do it in her name. You're doubting your sanity. The antisocial predator has limitless power in Cyberworld. Rules and laws don't apply to them, and they lack any self-preservation. The victimized hero has a story behind her attacks, and the members give their consciousness up to the group. The community knows the only way to stop the in-group conflict is to scapegoat the target. The antisocial of the dark triad wins. Unlike many thousands, you survived being a target of a predator in Cyberworld.